And how did you get started in this? Are you based in London or?
I'm based in London at the moment. I am a digital nomad now. I'm off to Mexico soon. I'm currently at my daughter's flat in London. But this started really from lockdown. I put on an online summit. I was offered a show on the back of it. Then I thought, after a couple of years of having my podcast and thinking, guys, all the coaches and therapists and healers that I was interviewing, I thought, well, none of you are in competition. You're all focusing on different audiences, solving different problems. Why don't we collaborate more? And I was offered the radio station itself. So that's what I started with. But a lot of people were struggling. They weren't either getting an ROI from their podcast. They didn't really have a clear strategy. So I realized that just providing the platform wasn't enough. So now we handle all the sort of back end boring stuff and the post production stuff so that I can give coaches back their time so that they can just show up to record the show and then show up with people who are actually ready to buy their product because they've used the sort of formula.
And what is it that people get wrong about podcasting, specifically coaches, I guess?
I would say there's a few things really. They expect an ROI too quickly, and I would say 80% is showing up, committing to showing up, and also what are you aiming at a specific audience, or is the content designed in such a way that it attracts the right audience, or even creates them really? Because some people don't know what they don't know. So if they use their podcast in a way to sort of demonstrate how they can help people, then the people listening, because they're not, they're not being sold to, they're just listening in the safe space of their own home or gym or car, and they're gently being moved along until they're ready to sort of come into their world. So it's really having the right strategy in place and the infrastructure to be able to deal with everything.
Yes, and I like how you said 80% of it is showing up and showing up for the long term. What are some of the things? The other thing I think people do is they're just not sure about what to do as far as content. And as a result of that, they tend to sometimes, I think, maybe have a podcast that is just like a million other podcasts. What are some of the things people can do to maybe differentiate what they're doing?
Rather than when you choose a topic, choose a specific pain point for your niche, and so what you're doing is you can do some teaching within the podcast, but if you sort of demonstrate how you can help people deal with that particular pain point, and you cover some of the sort of more internal objections that people have, plus the external objections that people have, which quite often is sort of time or money. And so you do it in such a way that you're attracting people rather than telling people to go and buy your stuff.
Hey, understood. And what do you see coming in the next couple of years? I mean, we had the big COVID podcast boom,